The government shutdown has created a lot of uncertainty for the millions of Americans who rely on SNAP benefits to feed their families. But for the first time this month, federal food aid began flowing again for people in California. Some of them waking up to find the money on their debit cards, but others are still waiting. KTVU's Jana Katsuyama has the latest.
I was working at the Coliseum for 21 years, but with the aides leaving and all that, I lost my job.
Akila Anderson started a new job this year, a working mom with a teenage son, a daughter, and a grandchild to feed. She says she'd worried when her $546 SNAP or CalFresh benefit was never added to her debit card on November 4th.
You got to do what you got to do to make sure you and your kids eat. I mean, as long as my son and my daughter eat, I'm fine. And my granddaughter, too. I'm fine. I can eat scraps off their plate.
That's why on Friday, it was a huge relief when the money suddenly showed up. On Friday, the Trump administration complied with two federal judges' orders to fund food aid during the government shutdown. Federal SNAP benefits now are being loaded onto people's debit cards, and many people rush to their local markets and grocery stores. Palvis Minifield says he gets about $170 a month.
I'm happy about that. That's why I'm here trying to get some food. It's been pretty hard. As far as food, when you got to pay rent, you got to do all these other things, and not having that, this here what helps out real good.
There is still concern, though, as the Trump administration appeals the court's rulings. In Contra Costa County, Supervisor John Joya says only 60% of Contra Costa residents received the funds on Friday. That's because people normally receive benefits on different days of the month.
The state sent out the database yesterday of the current enrollees, and the vendor started loading the cards, the EBT cards, with the federal dollars.
About 107,000 Contra Costa County residents receive CalFresh benefits, so the county is proceeding with emergency debit cards to hand out next week to families who are still in need.
We're getting our money over to be ready to distribute that on cards starting Monday.
With some people still waiting for benefits, food banks say they still are seeing great need.
This is my first time due to the budget cut or whatever, government shutdown it is. Yeah, so we didn't get our food stamps.
It's just a larger influx than even normal. So the need is pretty much the same in terms of the items, just in greater quantity.
Reporting from Alameda, Jana Katsuyama, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And a quick reminder, there are alternative resources available for people who normally rely on SNAP benefits, which are known as CalFresh here in California. You can find more of our coverage and information on some of those resources by scanning that QR code on your screen, or you can go to ktvu.fox/snap.